What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to some Dungeon Defenders Awakened and my full progression playthrough. We are level 25 now, just on the cusp of leveling up again, and we are at the Promenade. So we've only got 2 more maps of the regular campaign, plus, remember, we do have that bonus map, Magus Quarters, as well. But the Promenade is up next. We're going to tackle it on hard mode here. But before we get to that, we got some loot to look at and some points to apply. So let's get to it. Alright, so as you see, we're at level 25. We got a ways to go before we're going to hit that next tier of gear, which is level 27. Now, early game, this is going to be a very familiar sight, and that is having a bunch of stuff in your inventory that you just can't equip yet. So I'm just going to keep on toughing it out in these greens that I have found so far, and not going to worry about it at all until we hit that level 27 mark, which is probably just this next map. Now, although I can't use any of the gear yet, I do want to go through my stats and get my upgrade points in. Let me see, where are we at here on the Huntress? 24 fort, 39 power, 26 range. You know, I think I'm going to split these points in between Fortify and Power. A little bit more fort on the Huntress goes a long way, as Fortify, of course, is where your trap charges are going to come from. More fort equals less repairs. Now, 4 walls on the Squire, we're straight up Fortify on that. And then we've got the Apprentice. See, we're 51 power, 40 range, 16 rate. Man, I'm so tempted to just throw right into rate now. Our rate is just so low. Now, this is going to get fixed quite a bit once we get some better gear. That is for sure. You know what? I think I'll split the points here between, we'll go, what? Let's go 4 points into power. Then we'll go 2 range and 2 rate, just to get a little something in there. Of course, we can take these out at any time, so feel free to move them around. I'm just trying to keep a nice balance. And then what did we have on the Monk? Looks like our fort is a little low on the Monk. I think that may be our best investment at this point. I tell you what, let's go 4 and 4. So we'll put 4 into fort and the remaining 4 directly into power. So, is that it? It's saying I still have level ups, but that may just be a bug. Let's see. Nope, everybody's points have been applied, so let's hop on into the Promenade and get it going. We are doing that on hard once again. Gonna skip the hardcore until we finish the campaign, but let's get it started. Alright, and here we go into the Promenade. And, of course, we're doing this on hard mode. Now, you know, mixed emotions. What do I do next? I've only got a few more maps to do before the campaign is done. And it's time to start thinking about progression a little bit more seriously. But let's take a look at our loadout. What do we want to do? Now, part of me wants to just go ahead and turtle it up here with, like, some walls up here. However, I do know spawn camp builds can be just so darn good on this map. I tell you what, let's just kind of wing it. We'll go back here with our little mini turtle, so to speak. Just on hard mode, I can't imagine we're going to have too many difficulties. Just to get started for wave 1, we'll just throw an explosive trap on each one of the lanes. So I'm basically just going to do that all the way around. Here, what do we want to do? I think here we will just go ahead and spawn camp this lane. You basically have 2 choices. Either put 2 blockades right here to block this lane, or have 1 blockade here and 1 blockade here. So we're just going to go straight up for the spawn camp. Let's do it. We'll go with an explosive trap. God, they're just so tiny compared to what I'm used to here. Now, what do we want to do here? I think here we're going to do the same thing, because our choices are to split up the path or save 1 blockade and spawn camp. So I think here we're going to try to hold out for a spawn camp as well. We're going to have to see if this works out. Now, obviously, with higher stats, this would work like a dream. With my current stats, not so much. but we will see how it goes. And then we've got 200 left. That's going to allow us to go, what? Let's just, same thing here. Let's just straight up spawn camp it. This particular lane, if you don't spawn camp it, the mobs really spread out as they're going to go two different ways. There would be a path down there and a path up here to block. But let's go ahead and take the spawn camp route. Where do I want that? Let's go ahead and throw that wall right there. And then just 70 DU left. Where do we want to go from here? You know, we've got room. Let's throw one more explosive trap in this lane. We're going to separate it out a little bit, as I don't want these chaining together, wasting charges. Let's throw an explosive trap all the way up here at the spawn, just to give us a little help as the mobs are coming in. And here we go. Wave 1, of course, won't be overly challenging. Just a matter of getting the baddies out, blowing them up, and collecting that mana so we can complete out our build. 140 DU is quite generous on this map. There is a lot of defenses that can be placed, and that, of course, leads to some very fun builds. Let's see, how are we coming? We're looking pretty good. Actually, it is a done deal already. That was way easier than I expected. Alright, now what do we want to do? Well, I'm kind of thinking the old Flame Burst Strength Drain Aura route. It's just such a good, strong kind of starter build. So we can go with like, we can go with a Strength Drain there. Would a Flame Burst even make it from up here? It doesn't look like it's going to get into the lane very well. Now, I don't want these guys cleaving on stuff too bad. But let's just go with one there for right now, just to get things started. And depending on if the DU allows... Let's see, a Flame Burst, of course, is 80, so that's going to chew it up really bad. But let's do the same thing, basically on every lane here. So we're going to go with a Strength Drain Aura. And we'll put a Flame Burst, say, right up here, just to shoot right into the face as they roll out here. Over on this lane, let's do the exact same thing, as it looks like the DU is going to permit us to do this for the entire map, I believe. Let's see, we'll Flame Burst them right in the face as they roll out. I am getting them at the maximum range from spawn, just so the enemies that do cleave aren't going to cause any major issues here. Let's see, this one we're not going to go at max though. Let's go about right there with it. And then, once again, Strength Drain Aura, just to remove any of those elemental immunities that might cause this Flame Burst to not do any damage. And then here we can go ahead and go one more Flame Burst. Let's go ahead and just get it in right there. And we're looking pretty darn solid for Wave 2, so let's get it. Still lots of DU to spend, 53 DU left. It may take us well into Wave 2, and or pardon me, all the way through Wave 2 and maybe even Wave 3 just to get this map fully built. We'll have to see how that goes. They are getting exploded, that is for sure. Traps are a little weak with this spawn camp like this, of course. It's going to just burn through. Ooh, I don't want to spend the 100. Let's just repair it instead. It is just going to burn through the charges, there's no doubt there. This one getting fairly low as well. Gonna try to just repair the explosives through this wave and hopefully have enough DU left to do some, you know, complete build and then some upgrades maybe, but we're gonna have to see how generous the mana is here. How we doing here? We're doing good. All the enemies are coming all the way out, that is for sure. But we're looking good here. 377 mana at the moment, but there is a bunch land, so should have plenty to get it built out here. Hopefully, anyway. We will find out. One baddie left. Is it the Kobold? It is indeed the Kobold. Alright, so let's see. What next? Everybody levels. Perfect. The more levels, the merrier. Let's go ahead and throw a flame burst, say right here. Will that get all the way over? It looks like it will get all the way over into the lane. We can throw even a third one. See, I'm worried here if it's going to hit this little top of that rail there. It seems like it just might. It depends on if it's a little goblin or what it is, what mob it is that's pushing in. Let's see, still 43 left. That's a ton, an absolute ton of remaining DU. We could go with, I mean, we could throw some electric auras in here. There's lots of choices. Lots of things we could do, that's for sure. Tell you what, why don't we go with some ensnares. Remember, the ensnare does not only lower their attack speed, or pardon me, their movement speed, it also lowers their attack speed. Meaning that an ensnare aura and a strength drain aura on a blockade is going to give you quite a bit of protection versus just a strength drain aura alone. Definitely good stuff right there. Let's see, we got 500 left. We'll definitely be able to finish the build. That's a good thing. Let's see, we'll go with the strength drain right here. And then just a repair. And then still 21 DU left. Holy crap. Well, let's go another flame burst. We have 2 there, don't we? We've got 3 there. We've only got 2 here. I can flame burst it up here. Generally, this is going to be one of the main ogre lanes. Let's go ahead and go 4. And that will allow us for yet one more right over on this lane, as this lane can be an ogre lane as well. Let's see. Let's put this one... Actually, let's get this one at the spawn. We'll get them as they're coming out. That will weed out the trash, so to speak. Get a lot of those little guys out. And just to make sure we protect that area if any mobs decide to come in, let's go ahead and... Yeah, let's go ahead and throw our 1 DU wall right there. Just in case any enemies do make it up here, they won't go in and try to smack up on our flame burst towers. And I think it is GG. Everything looks like it should be good to clear wave 3. Let's just let it happen here and see where our ogres come out. Now, of course, the strength drain aura doesn't start till here, so as you saw there, the immune, any fire immune enemies that come out of this lane are not going to take any damage from that flame burst. This is kind of like a filtering setup. All the little guys should die up here, and only the ogre would make it to the wall. But we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. Flame bursts are just so strong early game. Without putting any real effort into it at all, they're hitting for what? 800, 900, 1,000, looks like as high as 1,300. Good stuff right there. And here comes our first ogre. Let's see how dude is. He shouldn't be too tough to deal with, I'm thinking. Get a couple of shots in on him up front. Very nice. And I think he's actually going to burn relatively quick. We'll have to see how fast we can get through this guy. He didn't walk up far enough to get into my trap. That is kind of unfortunate. But that goes along with the failed trap range, I believe. Let's go ahead and just put the burn on this fella and see if we can't get through that last 5k. There we go. Very nice. Alright, now we know that this is an ogre lane. I'm going to go ahead and throw a few ups around here. Let's get, what? We got both of those flame burst upped. Let's go ahead and get all 4 of them. Let's just get it. Now, for the rest of the map, I think these lanes I'm just going to throw a repair on. And then I'll throw all the DU, or all of the mana, pardon me, into the 2 ogre lanes. See, we are all good there. And just some quick repairs just to get these all nice and juicy. And then heading on over to this other ogre lane right here. Let's upgrade all of the things. I'm going to hit the walls as well, even over here, because this lane I'll go to second. So I'm going to kill the ogre there first, then come over here to kill the final ogre. Let's go ahead and check out wave 4, see how it's going. You see we're halfway through level 26 already. So this should be our last map in greens. I'll start replacing with those starter blue items just as soon as we get through this map, as I'm confident these last 2 waves... Oh no, maybe not. I may not get the XP. I just got straight face rolled there. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how the XP modifiers work for that unnecessary death. Okay, now we got an ogre over here, but they didn't come out over here. Now I'm thinking insane mode, probably. I mean, that ogre's getting wrecked anyway by all these flame bursts. Seems like on insane, the ogres come out over here first, but whatever. We've got a fatty on the run here. We see him. So it is all good. That one is kind of throwing, and it's bouncing off and landing on his feet. It is less than convenient for that poor guy. Let's keep on burning him here. Yeah, he's starting to take those melee swings from way back there. Now he's doing practically nothing to my wall, so I'm not even remotely sweating it. There we go. Oh wow, that was level 27 already. So we got a nice big kick for that one. All we've got left here is wave 5. And boy, that was a huge, huge bump. That's not too bad, that's for sure. How are these traps doing? See, traps are looking pretty low. I think I'll go ahead and throw an upgrade on each one of those. A little misclick on that one. I think I ended up upgrading a wall first. We'll do the same thing over here. The strength drain will be fine. I'll just let it fly. And then we've got 700 left. Let's go ahead and throw a few more ups in here, and there's going to be enough land right here. We can, let's see, I'm thinking upgrades over, I can go one more upgrade here. Let's do that. We'll save the 141 for the final wave. But here we go, wave 5 on Promenade Hard. It is almost GG, but not quite yet. So still getting it done. Holy crap, did it say that wall was doing, or no, that was the explosive trap damage. I was like, Jesus, those walls are not doing anywhere near that much damage. But that was our explodies going off, that is for sure. And here we go, we've got double ogres this time, and you know what, they're still going to die, because those flame bursts are an AoE explosion, so it's going to do damage to both of these guys at the same time, but still going to give a little assist here, try to get through at least one of them as fast as possible. Everything in that lane is AoE right now, other than my shots. So you damage one, you're going to hit them both. Getting close. Definitely getting close. Alright, first ogre down. That one I think would just naturally burn from my traps, or from my flame burst, pardon me. But he is dead. There should be, one more over here. 150,000 health left. Let's just get to plugging away at this guy, but it is looking pretty good, and looks like we're going to jump through this map without any major issues. Now next up, we're going to have the summit, which technically is the end of the campaign. However, we do get that bonus map afterwards. So we've got the summit, and then we can pop into Magus Quarters to try that out afterwards. But this last ogre burning should be some GG's. And let's go check our loot and GTFO after this one. And there we go, 2 mobs left. I think it is all but done, and we've had lots more level 27 blue stuff sitting here. So I'm looking forward to getting some nice fatty upgrades here on this one. Holy smokes, that took us all the way up to level 28. That is awesome. Now after level 27, we have level 34 as the next milestone. So 34 is what we're going to want to shoot for next. But at level 27, oh yeah, we got some loot to play with now. But next episode, we will take on our loot and placing our points. That is going to get it for this time around. So that is the Promenade on hard, and I am getting there almost through this campaign. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. I will be back soon with some more Dungeon Defenders. You had better believe it. Thanks again, y'all. I will see you next time.